Hello everybody, and welcome to a video on Universal Combat. This is the DLC version, the Lyrius conflict. You can actually download the base game Universal Combat on Steam and play for free, so check it out if you're into space sims. And this is the DLC version, which is at the moment pretty much the same, although it will be updated and there will be new graphics added to it. So hopefully something to look forward to in the future. Okay, so let's have a go with this and see how we get on. At the bottom down here is this is the main menu, and at the bottom we've got a couple of options. Let's have a look at the config. In here there's a couple of things I would I've actually turned off the background comms chatter for this video, but I generally leave it on because it's kind of adds good atmosphere to the game. And the one other thing I would suggest is this NPC craft gun sounds. I have that set to at my craft. By default I think it's set to all, but when you leave that to all, it ends up playing sounds, battle sounds, even if they're not near your ship, and it's kind of a bit confusing. So definitely, if you're playing this for the first time, I think you should set this to at my craft. And other than that, pretty much everything else is set to on and high. This game is about 20 years old now, so it should run on most computers without too much fuss, graphically anyway. So let's exit this here. And then looking at the menu down the bottom again, we've got three play game types, I guess. Instant action is basically if you just want to jump in and start shooting and fighting straight away. I think that's really a good idea if you're just new to the game, because there's so many controls and things to get your head around that you probably won't know what the heck is going on. I wouldn't probably know what the heck is going on because I'm still only getting used to it myself. And then the other two options are Roam and ACM. ACM is basically campaign missions, and if you do that mode and pick a particular campaign, it consists of different missions to kind of something to give you a goal while you're playing the game, basically. And it looks pretty good. I tried it out. I tried out the first one, and it's pretty cool. You know, it requires your presence at particular places to help out other ships and stuff like that. So, you know, it gives you something to do, which I think is quite good. But I think if you're getting used to the game and you don't know how everything works, then I think Roam is probably the best, because then you're in a kind of a no pressure environment. Just do what you want and play how you want to play the game. So let's go into Roam now, and I'm going to click on that. And from here now, we're going to create a new game profile. So we click on that, we give ourselves a name. I'm going to call myself VTom, so that I know this is the video I'm doing. You can choose your sex, male or female. You can choose your race, Terran, and all these other kind of alien races. Let's see what else we got here. All different types. I think they give you different your crew different ability. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it does affect your crew and stuff like that, although again I'm not definite on that. So anyway, all I've played really is on Terran, so I'm just going to leave it on Terran for the moment. Your caste, which is set to military, you can choose different ones based on your where you want to play the game, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what that affects. What else have we got here? Launch region, that's where you want to start out. Leave that at Earth. Launch base, asset class and asset type. This is where you pick the ship that you want to fly. So if you have a look at the class, there's different ones like super carrier, heavy carrier, even transport ships and cruisers. I normally go with a heavy carrier, and then you get the asset type, which is the actual ship. So if you want to see the ship, just click on this button down here, asset, so that you can see what your ship looks like. If you want to see what gear you're carrying, click on this, and if you want to see what you look like, click on this first one here. So having a look at the assets. So this is the battlecruiser Mk1. I've tried this one out, and I've tried the Mk Trio. That's all I've really tried. Briefly at that as well. So I don't know. Let's try the Mk2 then. Asset loadout default. I don't think you can change that. Player profile. This is to do with the gear that you have. I'm just gonna leave that at default. And the asset name is the name of the ship. So what you want to call your ship. So for this one, I'm just going to call this. Let's see. Let's call it V ship. So it's not the best, but it'll do. Once you've filled all that out, then just hit accept, and then you get to try. Then you get to pick what ROM mode you want to play. So the first one's actually a tutorial, and you can there's a document, a PDF document that you can follow while you're playing that through to help you figure out how certain things work and stuff. Then this is the normal one here in the middle, and then this one here is the same as the normal one, except it says no NPC auto generation. So I'm not 100% sure, but let's just go with the middle one. Completely free roam and designed to be role played using your imagination. So yep, let's go with that one. Click accept, and it's loading in the game. So yeah, so the game is it's about 20 years old. This game, it's you can play it free on Steam. I did actually get it originally when it was out way back when, but I never really got the hang of it. Like I did like it, but I never really, there was a lot to learn, and I never really fully got into it. So I've been playing it a little bit more now, and yeah, it's still pretty good. I like it, but definitely not the easiest game to get into. So okay, let's see what we can do here then. So here we are now. We're looking at the bridge, looking at the bridge view of the ship. Down the bottom here we've got different viewers. The middle one's pretty much your radar. The one on the left gives you kind of like an overview of the region that you're in and the different things there. So if we just click on map here, we can change the zoom range. So we just click on 8, and that gives you a pretty, it spaces them out a bit easier. And if you click on them, you can see that's a gateway to Neptune. This one here is a gateway to Saturn. This here is actually the planet Earth. This one here is the moon. And so they're all pretty much, they're all like planets, moons, and gateways to different areas. That's what this section mostly is for, this viewer. Okay, so let me see what we will do first of all. There's a lot, so let's have a look at our oh yeah, if you want to look at your ship, you can press F9 and it gives you a outside view of your ship, and you can use the arrow keys to have a look, and the page up and page down will zoom you in and out so you can have a look and see what your ship looks like. So let's go back into the bridge view. And so say we want to fly to there's actually a space station. If we have a look there behind us, you can see the space station. So let's have a fly over to that, and I'll show you how you can dock with that. So looking at our radar down here, you can click on the different things in the radar and it'll show you what they are over here. This one here, and this one here is actually the space station. Terran Military Galcom HQ Type 0 station. So now if we want to fly to that, we can manually fly. So to manually fly, you can use, if you press Alt, it'll actually put mouse control to actually you can move the ship with the mouse. So if we press Alt, you can see now I can move the ship around. So this green line here is actually directing me to where my target is. So I'm going to just keep moving until the station comes into view. And here we go. Now if you don't want to use the mouse Alt, you can use let me think, it's E, Q and E will move you that kind of way, rotate you, and
warning.
Oops, a daisy, don't press that.
Car down.
Okay, I tried to actually
Tractor beam disengaged.
I tried to actually tractor beam the station by accident there. There's actually a heck of a lot of keys to this game, so I'd recommend printing out the key guide and having it by your side when you're playing the game. If you want to access help, by the way, the H key in the keyboard. So if you press Shift H, this will bring up your key commands. I've actually this is actually a what do you call it, a keyboard mapping I actually did myself, and I have it there. I printed this out as well to try and make it easier to learn the controls. But by default, you'll see these lists of keys like this, and that's how you access your what key does what. By the way, if you want this keyboard mapping, you can download it off the Steam forum. There's a post there that I put up with it on it. So to get out of this, then press H, and if you press Control H, I think this brings up the either tutorial or the manual, and then H again to bring it back, and then the last one is Alt H, and that brings up the manual as well. So just Control H, Shift H, Alt H, they all bring up different help documents. Definitely controls, if you could print them off and have them at hand for playing the game, I'd recommend that. So press H to get back to the game. Okay, so let's try and dock with this space station. So to do that, we're going to line ourselves up with it, like so, and the keys 1 to 9 will adjust your speed. So I'm going to press 9 to give us full speed, and you can see over here on the left, this is our speed increasing only to 30, which is desperately slow. I have a feeling this MK2 ship might be slow. Okay, that's an alarm that an enemy has entered the region. So if you see down here, you can click on that, and it's a storm carrier which is 1 minute 52 seconds away. It must be hyper jumping into the area, but we won't worry about that for now. We're still gonna try and land on this or dock with this station. So to select the target, again, a quick way of selecting the target, if you look down here, because we're facing it, it's going to be right in the middle, so you can just click on it. There's also a lot of keyboard shortcuts for selecting targets. One of them is the question mark key. If you're pointing directly at it and you press that, it'll select what you're looking at. So if I go over to the planet Earth, I don't know if it'll work actually, because this isn't a radar object, but yeah, it's actually selected some transcode or ODS thing. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to what we're doing. Okay, so we're going full speed. I have it set to 9, but we're not going very fast. So what you can do is, if you go to the power, command, systems and logistics, and go to your power allocation, these are all the different power systems on your ship, and you can power things down and you can increase power on certain things. So the more power you're using, the more radon you're going to be burning. The reactor is going to burn that fuel up. So I've got 994, and that's going to keep going down the more these systems are running. So to save some power usage, we're going to turn off things we don't need. So let's turn off the tractor beam, transporter control, central charging unit, launch control, cloaking system, and we can leave the rest for the moment. Now the engine's only is at 5, which is the minimum, but we can power it up to 10. So let's boost the power to our engines up to 10, and if we log off,
deployment operations delayed.
Okay, so they're just telling you everything is offline, that you switched off. Now if we press 9, you can see our speed is increasing beyond the 30.
Charger 1 is offline.
And we're going up to 270, 300, 350, 370. We're probably going to hit about 400 as our top speed, I think. Up here is the range. R116 is 116. I think that's kilometers. Yeah, I think that's kilometers. 110 kilometers to the target. And we're doing 4. So you can see by boosting the power of the engines, we've actually increased our ship speed a heck of a lot.
There's something out there.
But we're also burning more power by doing that. So 105. It's going to take a little while to get there, but we let it do its thing. Let's have a look what we got going on down here. So that storm carrier has jumped in. If we want to look at that, we can press F9 or F10. I'm not sure. I think it's F10. And you can have, he's actually, you can see he's flying towards the gate. So he's off somewhere. What else we got going on? Lyrius. Let's have a look at him. Pretty cool. He doesn't seem to be doing much at the moment. So it's F1 to go back to your bridge view. And yeah, by doing that we've deselected the space station. So just to quickly deselect it, the question mark key should, yep, because I'm facing it. So we're at 78 range and closing. Once you get to within 500 meters you can dock, and you do that by pressing Alt D. So
Distortion field detected.
that means I think there's a cloaked ship in the vicinity. And when you see all static interference on these video feeds, it basically means there's a cloaked ship in the area interfering with your systems. So you just got to be careful. Sometimes they can beam enemy troops onto your ship, and that can cause trouble. So far so good though. Okay. So when we dock with this, you can do things like buy spare parts for your ship. You can buy fuel and minerals, and you can trade. So if you've been mining, you can sell your stuff at the space station to make more money. So this is our first task. We're going to dock at the station. Down here are your 3 command menus. The top one is if you want to command your shuttles. This one is if you want to command your fighters. And the last one is kind of a combination of commanding those, and also you can do your command craft. So shuttles, fighters, command craft, and also your systems as well. So
Distortion field detected.
range 30. Let's have a look outside. So it's so if you're manually flying around like this in your main ship, your command ship, it is quite slow, but you do have a hyperdrive which allows you to cover huge distances in a much quicker time. But for this wasn't that far away, so we just kind of flew straight over to it. Shuttlecrafts and fighters, they move quicker as well, I think. So here we go, we're getting closer. I'm going to reduce the speed down to let's reduce it down to 7. So you can see over here now our thrust profile, or is reducing down to 300. We're at range 3 kilometers and closing. If you want to level your ship, you can press and hold down the numpad 5. Getting pretty close now. Range is 0, so we're close enough now to dock. So, have a quick look outside. So close. Okay, let's dock. So we press Alt D, and once you do that, you're docked with the space station. So if you go up here to the menu, you can see this new thing called TRADCOM, which means that's the trade computer. And if you click on that, you can buy and sell different things. So let's have a look at the normal minerals. And if we go down and look for radine, I'm not sure how you say that. It tells you that we have 982, and on the station there is 2,468. So I'm not sure if we have any money, but let's see if we can buy some of this. Yeah, we have 74,000. So let's just buy up to 1,000 for now. And once you click log off, you'll actually undock with the station. So let's do that. Once you do that, then you fly off away from the station. Okay, so that's pretty much how to do some basic stuff and dock with a station. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there now for this video, and if you'd like to see more in this game, I can do another video maybe showing some more stuff. There's a heck of a lot of stuff to it. Okay, so just let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.